and welcome to Channel 8 News. I'm Junior Garcia, and here are some of the stories we have for you tonight. Senator Hansen banned from seeking re-election. PFA sells $49.6 million of bonds. And PAL Kids showcase their music talents this coming weekend. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8.
News Channel 8 is brought to you by Omega XL. Experience Larry King's breakthrough secret to joint pain relief, Omega XL. To order or find out more information, call 1-800-298-1647 or check us out at asseenonchanel8.com.
In our top story tonight, the Supreme Court of the Virgin Islands has ruled against Senator Alicia Chucky Hansen, disqualifying the senator from seeking office in the 31st legislature. We spoke to Hansen's attorney, Lee Rohn, who issued this statement on her behalf.
Senator Alicia Chucky Hansen and I are appalled and shocked by the decision of the Virgin Islands Supreme Court, depriving the citizens of St. Croix of the representation of their most popular, highest vote-getting senator who has served this community well for over 20 years. The people most harmed are the citizens of the Virgin Islands. There are thousands of people who vote for Alicia Chucky Hansen each election who she represents and protects. Many of these persons are the poor and downtrodden who will now have no voice and no protector. The decision, primarily relying on a 1958 court definition of moral turpitude of that era, we believe is misplaced. If courts are allowed to rely on decisions as to moral conduct from more than 60 years ago, blacks would continue not to be able to marry whites, not have access to equal education, women would still not be able to wear short skirts, or get equal pay for equal work. We will be filing a petition for writ of certiorari with the United States Supreme Court to overturn the Virgin Islands Supreme Court's decision, as we believe that the court erred in failing to exercise judicial restraint in this matter. The issues are great and fundamental, and will have far-reaching implications, specifically concerning the court's involvement in political issues. The Revised Organic Act, which is the foundation of all three branches of government, speaks clearly that the legislature is to be the sole judge of the elections and qualifications of its members. Here, the Virgin Islands Supreme Court has interjected itself into the elections of the members of the legislature and has usurped the power of the legislature, granted to it by the Revised Organic Act. In addition, I personally call on the governor to immediately pardon Chucky Hansen to end this travesty and allow the people of the Virgin Islands to have the representatives they have chosen for over 20 years.
Moving along, the Virgin Islands Public Finance Authority sold $49.6 million of gross receipt taxes bonds on Wednesday. A sale Governor John DeYoung said it would address a range of needs approved for funding by the Senate. The bonds will provide working capital for the general fund and hospitals and the payment of WAPA receivables, among other things. In other news, last Thursday and over the weekend, vandals burglarized the main office and maintenance warehouse of the Department of Sports, Parks, and Recreations on St. Croix. Commissioner St. Clair Williams expressed his outrage and encouraged the public to report any information you may have about these crimes to police. The Department of Sports, Parks, and Recreation have been experiencing too much vandalism at its parks and recreation facilities throughout the territory, but this recent incident is a major blow to the operations of the department. I encourage anyone who knows of the perpetrators of these vandalisms to please report it to the police, Commissioner Williams concluded. Stay tuned, we have more news right after this.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Welcome back to News Channel 8. The Police Athletic League will be putting on a concert this Sunday at the Frederiksted Waterfront. Here is Ronald Rookie Jackson with the details.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ronald Jackson. I work with the Police Athletic League for 40 years. I have a very good set of youngsters that be playing music. We're putting on a concert on the 31st of this month. That's Sunday coming, down at the waterfront. They're going to be very, very good for you. They're going to play some good music. Let me say this right. We've been out here for the whole summer, and that is the last day of our summer camp. It was about 60, 70, or 80 of them there. So we ask you to come out and be in the audience to really and truly give the children support. This is one of, I think, the youth program that really dealing with crime prevention. You could imagine it's just me and 4 others running 70 kids out at the Pal Center, and they are very good kids. They can perform good. They are putting on a concert. You don't miss it. These children perform for the court in Christiansted. They perform in Sunny Hills already. They perform for some of the candidates already that are running, and now they're going to do a concert. The Vaughan Richards Veteran Memorial Park in Frederiksted. When you look in the back of me here right now, you will see the musicians. They'll be playing Kwelbe music, they'll be playing reggae, they'll be playing R&B. And I got some other musicians not here. But we're asking the public to come out and support the youngsters them. They've been here for the past 2 months at the Pal Center, really and truly being away from mischief. We call this the paradise in Frederiksted.
I'm Officer Christopher, and it's such a privilege to be involved with the Pal Center. I also would like to ask the public to come on out and really support our kids. We're trying to raise some funds, and it goes right back into the Pal Center. We're having cake, cream cake, and I want you guys to come on out, support all of our children, because we are all saying it's about our children, but we need to stop saying and we need to show that it's truly about our kids. We'll have soda on sale. We'll have popcorn pate. So please come on out. It's a Sunday afternoon. Bring out the entire family. Ask your neighbor to come along. Ask your neighbor to call their neighbor, and ask everybody to come along. Let's have a good time. Sit down on the wharfs on Sunday afternoon. Enjoy the beautiful scenery of Frederiksted, because I'm telling you guys are going to miss out on something very wonderful if you're not there on Sunday afternoon. Monday is a holiday, so don't worry about having to go anywhere on Monday. You can relax yourself Monday morning, stay home and relax. So come on out Sunday and greet our children at Pal Center in Frederiksted. The time will be from 4 to 8. So come on out. Even though you come out earlier, it's okay. We're all a family, okay? Thank you so much.
Moving along, here is Mr. Bogle with this weekend's happening in his entertainment report.
Thank you very much, Junior. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to this weekend edition of your entertainment report, your Labor Day edition. And we're going to definitely start off on the big island of St. Croix. You want to definitely go and check it out down there at Crusaders. That's Saturday, August 30th. On the card, you're going to have, of course, the Powerhouse Young Brothers, and of course from St. Croix and from St. Lucia. It's The Entertainer, DJ Leroy, and DJ Pryor. Doors open at 9 p.m. Admission is just $10. Also, don't forget DJ Dynamics. He'll be there for the first time. He's coming from New York. He lives in New York, but he's from St. Lucia. Also on the card, there's just a lot of drinks and a lot to eat. And you get country, zouk, soca, reggae, and dancehall. So you definitely want to check out the Crusaders nightclub. You can't afford to miss this one, I'm telling you. Also, we're going to move on and tell you about the Peace Concert on St. Thomas on the Rock. You definitely got to go and check this one out. On the card, you're going to have Pressure Bus Pipe. You're going to have Rock City, No Planet 6, Melanie Amaro. You have Kenya Rudy. From Morgan Heritage, you're going to have Peter Morgan. You're going to have Jaman, K. Victoria Rasbach, Innovision, King Lion. You have Derek Tavernier, Volume Band, and so much more. It happens at the Austin Bay Monsanto Crown Bay Center, and of course it will be hosted by the man himself, the veteran Brownie. And you're gonna have Kevy Kev and you're going to have myself. And definitely we're going to move on and tell you what else happening. You got to check out Spratnet Beach Bar and Grill over there at the King Bay. This Sunday they're going to have Cooley Band. Definitely you got to go and check it out. I know last week Sunday they had the world famous Express Band, and from what I hear it was a very good event, so you definitely want to go and check it out. Also we're going to move on and we got to tell you about the franchise band reunion, and that takes place of course Saturday September 6th at Sharky's. On the card you're going to have Pumpa will be there performing. You're going to have Baby Music and KM1, and of course franchise band will be reuniting for one night, so you definitely want to check it out at Sharky's Bait Stand. Then we're going to move on and we're going to tell you about Poil-O-Rama. That's right, it's going to be Poilorific, and it goes on at Gertrude's nightclub Saturday September 20th as we celebrate Pam Pam's birthday bash. On the card you're going to have the Road Mart Champs from St. Croix. We are talking about the Styly Band with a man called Kylo, and from Sugar City St. Kitts you're going to have the Road Mart Champs. We are talking about the Small Axe Band. You're going to have the release of the brand new spanking band, the KPI Band. Also you're going to have DJ Chubby, Dan Dada Sounds and Super Tracks, and of course the Man Daddy Slushy Stage Music is going to be there. Tickets are just $20 more at the door. You can get them at Captain's Bar and the restaurant, and also at Urban Treads. And then we're going to tell you now about the gospel side of things, inspirational music. We definitely want to check this out. That's on the 5th of September. You can't afford to miss this one. It takes place, of course, at the Miracle Revival Church. We're going to bring it to you, the positive voice of course, the man called Mr. William McDowell, the modern worship pioneer. It will be hosted by Calvin Claxton and Cleangel Williams, featuring Peter Sagnier. You're going to have Sinach Freedom Dancers, Liz Cumby, Clive Williams, Ernest Gilbert, Jermaine Mully, and Harella Goodwin. So you definitely want to go and check this one out. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to be there. We are talking about the man himself, William McDowell. And also don't forget that KCE Promotion spoke about their big event happening this Saturday at Hotel and the Key. It's a day event, you know, go get your exercise, your soca aerobics, all those good stuff on, and full joy yourself. So definitely I want to thank you for joining me here on the Entertainment Report. There's a lot to do. It's a holiday weekend. Whatever you do, please do it peacefully. And if you drink, just don't drive. I also want to thank my sponsors, 340 Apparel, for my wardrobe. Now they're officially sponsoring the Entertainment Report when it comes to my wardrobe. So thank you guys, and I hope we will continue to do business. Back to you, Junior.
Thank you, Mr. Bogle. Stay tuned. We have more news right after this.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Finally tonight in your sports 411 update, we take a look at the Soldiers basketball team practice with Coach Earl Baker.
Soldiers! Yeah, what we're running is three-man weave drill. The object is to make good passes, don't let the ball touch the ground, and make the layups. This really gets them in shape for running fast breaks and playing together. If they miss, they usually have 5 push-ups, get back in the line, and we go on again. We have to be perfect and make 10 in a row. So that means 10 in a row is counted as a basket and both ends is 1. Our trip to Santiago was enjoyable and competitive. We spent 1 week in the Dominican Republic, and we played in gyms maybe similar to this, but without the air condition. All the gyms in Santiago we played on had wood floor. So that was a treat, okay, getting to play on wood flooring for all our games. The team, we did fairly well. You know, as a coach, I was looking for a little more out of the guys. but they did a great job. Like they said, 8 out of the 13 players got the opportunity to try out for the U15 Nationals of the VI, which 7 of them made the cut. They practiced together, and the journey was on to Panama, where we played against 7 other countries, and we came up a little short. We ended with a winning record of 3-2, but we didn't medal. Again, the competition was very competitive, but I must say, pound for pound, toe to toe, our guys held up with the wall. Okay, so we ain't too far behind. And if you ask me, we ain't behind. We just need more practice time, getting that chemistry together, and we'll be right there. I want to also go on to say we've been preparing for 2 years now, and the community was part of what we're doing, and we want them to continue to do that. I want to thank my wife, first of all, Mia Bryan Baker. She is a basketball mom. She's the secretary. She's, just you name it, she does it. She does it for this organization. And I want to thank my coaching staff, which is Paul Ice Jones, Keith Zorro Swanson. We started out with Dwight Keynes, and we have a trainer that works with us, Albion from the Caribbean Health and Racket Club. So we have a tight group of dedicated men who are putting in time in these young men and trying to mold them so they could be a part of a better community that we're looking for. I would ask that you continue to support us when you see us out there, because you have been doing that, and I would encourage you, if you want to see what the soldiers are about, come to the Allenburg tournament, which would start on September 11th through the 14th. And not only come to see the soldiers, come out and see the rest of basketball in the VI. We have a lot of teams from St. Croix. We got teams from Puerto Rico, from St. Thomas coming in, maybe even Tatola. So come out to Central Gymnasium from the 11th to the 14th and support the kids, because we have to continue to do that if we want to make a change in our islands. Yes, I.
Soldiers! Stay tuned. We have your weather coming up next.
Your weather coming up next. Your weather.
And here's a look at your local weather.
Tonight, scattered showers, partly cloudy with the low around 73. East wind around 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. Friday, scattered showers, mainly before noon. Mostly sunny with a high near 89. Heat index values as high as 99. East wind 14 to 18 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. Friday night, scattered showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with the low around 82. East wind around 16 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 40%. New rainfall amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch, except higher amounts possible in thunderstorms. Saturday, scattered showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a high near 84. East wind around 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 50%. New rainfall amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch, except higher amounts possible in thunderstorms. This is Cheryl Francis with your Channel 8 News Weather.
Thank you very much for tuning in. That's all we have for local news. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at WSVI-CHA. Also follow us on Twitter at WSVI-TV News Channel 8. Be sure to subscribe to Channel 8 on your YouTube at WSVI-TV News Channel 8. Watch us on your computer, plus use the free Dish Anywhere app to DVR us or see us anywhere in the world on your smartphone or tablet. I'm Junior Garcia, and World News is up next. Good night, Virgin Islands.
News Channel 8 is brought to you by Omega XL. Experience Larry King's breakthrough secret to joint pain relief. Omega XL. To order or find out more information, call 1-800-298-1647 or check us out at asseenonchanel8.com.